provider. Their whole current generation of Claude models is built on Trainium 2. In fact, if you're running Claude 4.5, that was running on Trainium. It wasn't running on anything else yet. And so when they launched it, only ran on Trainium. And so that's how deeply partnering we are with the Anthropic team. We think they have some great models. We love that team. Many of our customers love to use the Anthropic models, and we continue to partner with them really deeply.
There's a perception that what matters is a chatbot, but business to business is where the money is. Anthropic is primarily business to business. Can you help people understand why that is and what it means to use, say, Project Rainier or any of the things that we know that are really fabulous that you have, Trainium 4 within NVLink? Because I need people to understand these are what drives the stock. These are what drives the big money.
Yeah. So for us, if I take a step back and you think about where for us, we want to offer our customers the absolute best differentiated performance of the infrastructure that they can have. And we want to make sure that we can do that at a profitable business for Amazon and for our investors. And so we think that offering custom silicon allows us to do both. We can have great margin and give customers better price performance. And that is one of those keys. And so when you think about Project Rainier, it's 500,000 Trainium 2 chips in this gigantic cluster for customers like Anthropic to go build these Claude models. And as you mentioned, these Claude models are really great at programming. They're the best in the world today at doing software development, and we leverage them pretty extensively. And all of that is built on this infrastructure. And so these things build on themselves. We have the world's best infrastructure. We have a price performance of custom silicon that allows them to build on it. It allows them to get a great deal on price performance and for us to have margin on that. And then we build models that we can then jointly go sell to customers and deliver outstanding value to our enterprises so that they want to run on Bedrock together with all the other offerings.
Now, some of these enterprises are gigantic, and you're offering AI factories for government, for large organizations. AI factories goes over a lot of people's heads. Explain what that is and why they're going to you.
Yeah, AI factories is something that not everyone will use, but it is this offering that's designed to be, think about it as a custom AI zone that's just for one customer. Maybe they have a data center or they have power that they want to take advantage of, and they might have some sovereignty requirements, or they may have some particular compliance things where they have to run in a particular area. And then we take AWS technologies, whether it's Trainium, whether it's GPUs, together with our services like SageMaker and Bedrock, and we put them all together for our customer to be able to run in this kind of custom zone just for them. And we think that unlocks some of these really, really large use cases, whether they're government use cases or countrywide use cases, or some regulated industries that will maybe block.
What's going on? Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Huge budget, and I have to believe from products. You have an idea that this could be
like and subscribe so that when we have the cash giveaways that you can participate. Jim Cramer interviewing the CEO of AWS.
Table stakes to just have steady as she goes.
These are the interviews and the things that he does that's the very reason why I call him the teacher. The CNBC Investing Club has memberships on sale. 4 months of the CNBC Investing Club for $100 on sale right now. Go to CNBC Investing Club and get your membership.
15 or 20% of workloads have even moved from on-prem to the cloud. And so that's massive. That means there's 5-6x growth there just in existing business that needs to move to the cloud. AI is in its infancy, and this needs massive amounts of compute and storage and services built on top of that. And we are in the very first inning of what that potential is going to be. And so I think, today AWS is a $132 billion business. It could be $200, $300, $400 billion business. The market potential here is really, really massive. And so we're quite excited about the potential there for us. And so, I think that alone is something to get really excited about.
Well, look, I'm glad you're a great spokesperson for it, especially because I'm getting tired of hearing that all anybody does is lose money on this, when the reality is there are billions on the line, maybe tens of billions, and your company's got a hole in more than its fair share. Matt Gorman, CEO of Amazon Web Services. Go back to your conference. Go make a lot more money for Amazon shareholders, including my trust. You're our largest position. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad.
Absolutely. They have money back in. Coming up.
Cramer's charting a course towards profitability, looking at Bitcoin, the consumer staples sector, and the S&P 500, and seeing whether there's a bullish future in store. Next.
Our job, and you know, usually if Jim Cramer own it, I want to take a look at it. If he owns it in the investment club trust, so that's another thing. That's another benefit that you have from being a member of the CNBC Investing Club, that you know what stocks that he's holding in the investing club. This is one of the top hedge fund managers and one of the top investors to ever do it. Most analysts want to know what Cramer is thinking about when it comes to what's happening in the market. And so why shouldn't we want to know what he's thinking about when it comes to what's happening in the market? And I think amongst melanated people, amongst people of color, the equivalent of Jim Cramer is Ian Dunlap, the master investor, Troy and Rashad's partner with the Earn Your Leisure and InvestFest brand. Wall Street Chopper is a savage too. Wall Street Chopper is a savage too. And Aristotle on everything.
When was the last time you made a return like this? Options often offer higher returns.
And Aristotle and Wall Street Chopper on the young homie side getting to it.
Your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze plug-in. It has a microchip that alternates between 2 scents to fight odors and provide freshness for up to 50 days. Try Febreze Plus.
When you grow up out here, you learn to tell facts from fertilizer.
We're trying to get back, get that portfolio back to where it was in April. You know what I mean? It's a winter wonderland in Cleveland, y'all. It is cold as what in these Cleveland streets. Cleveland streets. Freezing. Freezing.
I'm okay. Oh, you just saved the holiday spirit. I'm okay. Carry on. Shop Aldi first. Save money and save the holidays. It's an Aldi thing.
Tired of wasting your money on products that just don't work? That's why new Nugenic Total T2 lets you try before you buy. Just test and claim your complimentary sample. Nugenic's Total T2. It's the next generation testosterone that sends nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours. Feel leaner, stronger, and ready for anything. Get more energy to drive with yourself. Next power.
Like and subscribe, y'all. Like and subscribe. Help the algorithm. Help me take the algorithm to the next level. I need you to like. As soon as you come into the broadcast, I need you to like. As soon as you come into the live. As soon as you come into the live. As soon as you come into the live. Hit the like button. Get in the practice of hitting the like button as soon as you come into the live.
Some new pockets of weakness in the AI data center space, including a private one. But overall, this market really has managed to hang in there, hasn't it? But will that continue to hold true? I ask that every day. To answer that question, we're going off the charts with the help of Jessica Inskip. She's got the hot hand. She's the first woman on the active trader desk at Fidelity, who's now director of investor research at stockbrokers.com. She is a pioneer, and she's also the co-host and founder of the Market Maker podcast, who's made some pretty strong calls this year. You know, in late October, she told us that healthcare sector was finally ready to roar, and since then the XLV, which is the healthcare select spider, oh my God, this thing has run from 146 to 154. This was the most hated group for most of 2025, and she nailed this thing. All right, so what's her assessment of the current moment? It's nuanced. Let's start with the weekly chart of the S&P 500. As this sees that the S&P remains, thank heavens, in a secular bull market, but we always like to hear that, don't we? She likes to measure this by watching a set of key moving averages. We've been looking in here for the 13-week blue, okay? The 26-week red, and the 40-week moving average, which is yellow. These represent 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. I love this because the quarter has always been the most important unit of time in the stock business. Unlike lots of chart stuff, watching the quarterly moving averages makes intuitive sense to me, hopefully to you. With the S&P, all three of those key quarterly moving averages are still sloping upwards, right? And acting as floors of support underneath at the same time. For our skip, that represents textbook bullish trading cycle. Whew, thank you. We love that behavior. Right now, she says the S&P has a strong floor of support at 6706. Okay, right there. And that's the blue, 13-week. Almost 125 points from where it's currently trading. The next floor is 26-week moving average, which currently stands at 6,500. All right. And underneath that, there's another floor at 6147, where the S&P peaked in February before President Trump started slapping tariffs all over the place. If we get a pullback to the 13-week moving average around 6,700, Inskip says, well, you know what? That'll be, let's just say, constructive. How about that? When we last checked in with her at the end of October, she said she was watching the relative strength index down at the bottom here. Well, it had reached overbought levels, and the moment it came down, she told us to expect a pullback in the S&P 500. Sure enough, we got that in mid-November, but we've since recovered. Right now, Inskip's keeping an eye on those floor of supports as long as they can hold, the bull market remains intact. So in other words, we got some good action here. We're kind of, this makes me sanguine, let's put it that way. Now, let's zoom into something that doesn't make me sanguine. The daily chart of the S&P 500. While the weekly looks good, the daily's not a pretty picture. Right now, the S&P has a ceiling of resistance of 6869. Okay, I know this is going to be confusing. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. Here's the ceiling, okay? That's about 40 points from where it's currently trading. That's the lower high we got on November 12th. At the same time, Inskip points out that we're still got that floor support near 6,700, thank heavens. In this case, it's the 50-day moving average propping us up at 6727 right there, 50-day. 50-week, I'm sorry. On the daily chart, she likes what's known as the Ichimoku cloud. Don't let your eyes roll over. I've used this a lot of times in the last 30 years. It's the pink area. It's a technical tool that actually combines just a bunch of moving average. Give you one glance read of the situation. Shortcut. When the S&P plunged into the cloud, it managed to bottom at the low end, then bounce back. Thank heavens, right here. This was very effective. For instance, that right here, encouraging sign. Unfortunately, she points out the S&P's made a series of lower lows and lower highs on the daily chart, the textbook definition of a downtrend. The S&P needs to break through that ceiling at 6869 now. It's got to change its direction. Given where it's currently trading, it would take only 1 or 2 decent days to smash through that ceiling like the Kool-Aid Man. Plus, Inskip points out that the moving average convergence line, the MACD, recently made a bullish crossover. Thank heavens, right there. That's where the black line crosses above the red one. And this is one of the most reliably positive technical indicators in the book. I like this. But now let's talk about what's possibly the greatest weakness in this market besides potential problems with Code, Reddit, and OpenAI. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Bitcoin. Let's look at this. Check out the weekly chart. Like I told you last night, the people who own Bitcoin tend to buy it with borrowed money. Look at this, man. Not so high. So when it plummets, they get margin calls. Often have to sell their other holdings to raise money. That means a lot of the S&P. As it so happens, the same kind of people typically own lots of speculative stocks, which is why they seem to trade in lockstep with crypto. Remember I told you the other day that crypto leads a lot of stocks down? It's because of what she's describing perfectly right here. After a vicious sell-off, Bitcoin caught a major reprieve today, rallying 7%. At this point, it's still a long way down from its ceiling of resistance at 103,515. Okay? See, it's over down here, which is the 40-week moving average, but it's bounced hard from its floor of support at about 80,000. Okay. Inskip says the support zone has been propping up Bitcoin since the spring. As of today, it's going higher again, but you need to keep an eye on this because Bitcoin's the Achilles heel of the most speculative stocks in the market. If it goes into free fall, those spec names are doomed and you're going to lose money. Finally, take a look at the weekly chart of the XLP. Now, this is the Consumer Staple Select Sector SPDR or Spider Fund.
Sophie Vibes.
But boy, that sure isn't
What's up, gracefully yours?
Years ago. Certainly it hasn't been the case this
Hey,
year.
Sophie, how are you?
The XLP's got a bearish trading cycle. As the 13-week, 26-week, and 40-week.
Jim Cramer. Mad Money on CNBC from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is my teacher. What's going on, you guys? Remember, the sooner you learn how to invest and become more than a consumer, the sooner you learn how to take some of every paycheck. Make a discipline to not spend your whole paycheck, not to anticipate to spend your whole paycheck. Before you get your paycheck, it's already spent. You should take a portion of your paycheck and invest it into the market. If it's into the S&P, if it's in exchange traded fund, an ETF, and you can join the CNBC Investing Club, and the teacher, Jim Cramer, can show you the way when it comes to, if you want to be an investor that picks your stocks, individual stock picker. The best way to learn how to individually pick a stock is through mentorship with guys like the guys from Earn Your Leisure, the fellas. Jim Cramer can teach you how to buy individual stocks. And then to keep track of the market and of your stock picks, if you should so happen to be a trader. If you are investing, all you should be buying and holding for the long term. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to pop in and rotate with me for a second. Santorio Hector. Stock market savage. Don't forget to go take a listen to my musical projects out on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Tidal, on Amazon. Go check out the records featuring artists from New York to California. Santorio Hector, Cleveland record producer, self-taught investor, stock market savage. If you know what it is with me, then you know I'm trying to grow this portfolio to $1 million in real time. I consider this to be a reality YouTube channel because this is my real life and real motion, and we're giving it to you in real time through live streams, through video uploads, and you know. Check out the records on Apple, on Spotify. We got a crazy music catalog. Go check out this album, Santorio Hector. Go check out the projects. Different projects. Go listen to the records. This album, this for the ladies right here. This for the ladies right here. This Come Through album. This me and the game. Me and the game on this album. That's me and the game on that Russian roulette. Go check out this Russian roulette. It's me and my father. That's my father and my mother. That's me, a younger me, at the homie's wedding. That's me in my 20s. I was like 23, 22. Go check out the albums on all music platforms. Santorio Hector, Cleveland record producer, cannabis grower and breeder. You know, self-taught investor. It's time for Trapping Tuesday. I'm about to go tap in with Trap. See what Trap got to say about the last week in the market. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know, meet me in the live with the homie. You dig? Meet me in the live with the homie and whatnot. I can tell you where I'm about to be. I'm about to be. I'm about to be in this. I'm about to be in this live with Wall Street Trapping Tuesday tonight. I'm gonna be in Trapping Tuesday with Wall Street Trapper tonight. See what the homie got to say. I'm really just humbly doing this, just still finding my way. And so y'all on a journey with a new trader. I only been trading full time 5 months. I've been trading and investing. I've been investing full time for a year and 5 months and trading part time. I traded part time for a year, and I've been trading full time for 5 months, and you know, it's a different demonstration when you gotta print your bill money and all that up out the market. It's a whole different level of focusing and protecting your capital and not making stupid trades and losing money unnecessarily. Because we all gonna lose money in the market, but the objective is to make more than you lose and to try to not lose any. So I'm gonna get ready to tap in with Trap and see what he got coming up. Matter of fact, let me go to his channel and see if they got Trapper Tuesday coming up. They don't show it yet. It'll probably a couple hours before the show. It'll be up there. I don't see it scheduled yet, but I know it's Tuesday, so it should be Trapper Tuesday. He just posted 53 minutes ago. All right, I'm out, y'all. Y'all tap in, man. Y'all stay tapped in and go check the records out one time. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe, man. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channel, man, and come check out the channel.